And so I'm doing the silent my mobile.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Deepak. Deepak, just tell me about yourself and tell me what is your roles and responsibility in the current organization and what exactly in which resources you are working currently.
Sure, sure. Thank you for giving a chance, sir. My name is Deepak Kumar, and right now I live in the Noida. And about my education background, I've done 10th and 12th from State Board of the Patna, Bihar, and then graduation from the Bhimrao Ambedkar University, Patna. And about my work experience, I have around 6.5 years of the experience and IT sectors, and I had started my career with the Azure Active Directory and Active Directory support and technical support engineer. So basically, I was working on that like on getting a request from the team users, like any kinds of the onboarding the request, user account related user request, like creating the user accounts, migrating the user account, Active Directory, Microsoft Entra ID related issue, single sign-on and authentication failure related issues, VM applications deployment, any kinds of the migrations from that on-premise users to the cloud by using Azure AD Connect, or any kinds of application related requests, user account related requests, Azure guest user accounts related requests we have to get on that end. Apart from that line, like working on that monitoring tool of that Azure VMs and resolve that issues, like create the VMs and deployment the VMs, add the disk part and remove the disk according to that their requirement of the clients. We have to fulfill the request. All that's all about me, sir.
Uh, Thank you so much. Uh, Deepak, basically, in Azure, from since you are working on Azure, is your six year experience in Azure Cloud or you are working as a first desktop support and cloud system? What exactly?
Sir, actually,
Tell me.
I started my career with the technical support, like a Dexo support, but now on the project of the US-based client, and then after that, I moved into that Azure parts. Azure like Microsoft Office 365 and Azure Active Directory and Windows Active Directory, like creation of the onboarding the users, providing access level support, checking that VMS space size, working on the alerts. So we had work on that part.
And currently, relevant experience of Azure.
Around say 4 years, 4 years plus.
So, in which resources you are working?
Like Microsoft Azure Active Directory, Microsoft Azure VMs, Microsoft Entra ID, IS,
So,
mostly proper in
you
the IS and the PaaS part. Identity as a
so,
service, infra as a service, and platform as a service part.
so you know about how to create SSO.
Yes, I know how to create the SSO.
Tell me how to if you want to create ISO SSO. So, what is the best practice to create the SSO?
Yeah, talking about the single sign-on, right, sir?
Yes, yes, yes. Single sign-on.
So for that one, first of all, that like log into your Microsoft Entra ID and go to that here, just showing that SSO. So we have to enable the single sign-on for that add that users, multiple users in the single sign-on.
No, no. You need to create application on the like enterprise applications. First, you need to create the application, then you need to provide the access, right?
So you have to say that like, yes, sir, right, right, sir,
So, you know how to create a virtual machine, right?
right,
How
sir.
to. So, What is the difference between LRS and ZRS?
LRS stands for locally redundant storage, and ZRS system is geo redundant storage. In LRS, it will be keeps in a local copy of the three your data center in within same regions. In ZRS, it will keeps three copies in two different regions. Sorry, the internet was got disconnected. Hello, hello, sir. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
LRS and ZRS.
In LRS having it will keeps three copies in the same data centers in same region, and ZRS having keeps copy of the data in three copy in different two regions.
Okay. What does mean by availability set and availability scale?
Availability set having availability. Sorry, sir.
What does mean by availability set and availability scale?
Availability set it's it will be protect of the failure of the whole your data centers. In availability set, two options is coming for that: fault domain and update domains. By default, fault domain is at 2 and the update domain is a 5. Fault domain is it's a physical lack of your data centers. And availability. Sir, what is the other question? Availability set and availability. And auto scale.
Just tell me what is the difference between backup and snapshot?
Sorry, sir.
What is the difference between backup and snapshot?
So backup will be taken by your resources, whatever the like a virtual machine and other resources. It will take complete resources, and snapshot it will be like a current backup. So whenever any kinds of the changes in your current and it will be not updated, then we can restore on that. We can restore by using a snapshot.
Okay. What is the different type of storage?
There are blob storage, table storage, QA storage, and file storage.
What is the use of blob storage?
Blob storage, it will keeps your blob stand for binary large object. It keeps your data data in that files, audios, videos in blob storage. They're having a blob storage, blob, append blob, and page blob. And the table storage, it keeps your Oracle database and MySQL database. It will keep in a table format. QA storage, it will keeps on the email level database. And it keeps the messaging database in a QA storage. And file storage, it will be keeps your logs files and the network shared drive files.
What does mean by server hardening?
Server hardening, any kinds of that having we have to fulfill that any kinds of the prerequisites before of the handing over that client. We have to check everything, every step, like any kinds of the leakage or like any kinds of the security level is fulfilled or not.
What is mean by network hardening?
Network hardening. So network hardening is the same process. It will be a protect for that, securing that your network connection.
Okay. Have you worked on Windows patching?
Yes, I had done that.
Yeah. Which tool you are using?
Sir, before I was using the SCCM System Center Configuration Management and downloaded the patches, and we have to install that one. But in the last 3 years, I had not worked on that.
So currently, which tool you are using, or are you using the current Azure any services for the Windows patching?
So window patching for that, like Microsoft WCC will be using that one.
Have you configured WCS account?
No sir, not configured.
Oh, for example, let's say your organization told you you get a patch like updates. To download the updates, multiple updates like high and low, medium, what
Yes,
security updates, okay, software update, security update.
right
So
sir.
which update you need to install? What is the process to update your patch?
Sir, and that update purpose, actually we have to download it, the test package for that one, and we have to check on that, development test server and development server. After that, it will be get a successful. Then we have to go to for the production servers.
Okay. What does mean by application gateway?
Sorry, sir.
What does mean by application gateway?
Application gateway is used to like it will be sorry, sir. I know, but not able to explain that. I know. Okay.
Okay. Have you worked on load balancer?
Yes, I had work on that load balancer. Azure load balancer, I had work on that.
Azure load balancer. What is the use of load balancer?
So distributing load to your different application or the server.
So how we configure that?
In Azure load balancer, we have to configure log into that your Azure portal, and if you are being going to that configure on your any kinds of the application server or application VM, then we have to configure on that one.
Have you worked on disaster recovery, DR, ASR, Azure security, Azure like site recovery?
Yes, I had work on that Azure site recovery also.
Tell me the process configuration step.
Log into that portal.azure.com and go to the sites. ESR, like your site, like go to the your uh, backup session, and then and go to the click. One of the option is coming for three option is coming for that Azure site recovery and disaster recovery. Then we have to select that which one to configure. So,
Oh yeah, that's it.
no sir, they are having a following steps. We have to fulfill that one, whatever the requirements of that
Oh,
one.
what does mean by RTO and RPO?
RTO means request timeout, and RPO request RPO. No, sir.
In disaster recovery, it's a basic thing. You need to like configure, you need to understand what is meant by RTO, what is meant by RPO. Without RTO, RPO understanding, you cannot configure DR. Right?
Yeah, right.
So have you migrated the Azure on-prem server to cloud?
No, sir, I have not configured.
You know about the IS web server, which web server you are using?
Yeah, yes, yes, sir.
How to, for example, you need to host one website on the IS. So how to do that? What is the prerequisite to configure the website?
Yes, sir. It will be like a higher version of that one. IAS server will be installed on that servers. So we have to get a configuration on that VM size and that location. After that, we have to create that virtual machine and then install. Go to the local servers and then install that IAS servers in the locally. And after that, we have to configure that one.
No, so it's also installation part. I need to configure the website. Someone is giving you a code. Someone is a developer giving a code.
Yes, yes.
They provide you .NET code, .NET firmware 4.0 code.
Yes.
Okay. You need to deploy the code on this production server and you need to up the site. How to deploy the site? Like your site name is deepakkumar.com.
Okay, sir.
We have provided like .NET code, or we have provided .NET code or one HTML file. Okay. So let's say no code. Just get it. We are providing one HTML file. Okay, static page. HTML file. We are providing HTML file. I'm told as a developer, I'm told you, boss, please get this and deploy the site on the IS. Right. The site name will be deepakkumar.com. Need to host it on your server. where your IS is hosted, where is IS server installed. So what is the prerequisite? How to configure that?
No, sir.
You know what that?
No, sir. No.
You are working on the database. Have you worked on database?
Yes, sir.
Cosmos DB.
Yeah, yes. No work on that SQL DB and Oracle DB. I had work on that.
So which SQL DB you are working?
MySQL DB, sir.
MySQL DB. Do you know what a PHP admin?
Sorry, sir.
Do you know about how to use PHP admin?
Yeah, PHP my admin. We have to know about that one. So we have to. You are talking about Ubuntu and Linux servers.
Whatever server, it's a Linux server, it's Ubuntu server. Both are the Linux Unix platform, na?
Yes, sir.
So for example, let's say I have a PHP code. We have deployed the PHP code on the Unix server, right?
Right, sir.
That's the Ubuntu server. And we also install a SQL server over there, MySQL.
Okay, sir.
But we want to export the database. How we export the database without command prompt? We don't want to use command prompt. We want to use CLI. Sorry, we want to use UI. Through the UI, we need to export the code. Export the interface. You are working on PHP MyAdmin? Have you heard about PHP MyAdmin?
Yes, I had work on that PHP my admin. I had work on that parts also.
So you can create database on through the UI, right? No?
Yes, sir. We had configured the databases, and we have to only we have to install that one and hand it over to that database teams, application team. They will be work on that part. And only for that SQL admission, we have to require for that any kinds of the database in SQL servers. Also, we have to show that one any kinds of query run that one, that part.
Okay. No worries. Deepak. One minute. Deepak, which monitoring tool you are using?
Before it was using a spam, and then here is that it will be directly alert will be directly comes to the Azure monitor will be triggered, and it will be directly moved to that in a service now ticketing tools. Service now it will be alert will be generated and assigned to the directly to the service now ticketing tool.
Or you know what the insights, application insight?
Yes, and know about that one application, but not.
How to configure application? How to configure that?
Sir, no, but not expertise on that.
Okay. You know about the virtual gateway? What is mean by VPN gateway? How we in which scenario we are using a VPN gateway?
VPN gateway is used to connect one network, one network device is one of the gateway to the another gateway. That's why we use a VPN gateway. It's a virtual private network gateway.
You know how to configure Epic Step Terminal, how to configure as a VPN?
Yeah. So yes, I had configured through the P2P sites. Configure the VPN, but the steps.
What is the step?
Sir, steps I forget that on the last 1-2 months. Not work on that part.
Have you worked on PowerShell scripting?
Yes, I had work on that.
Which tool you are using for scripting?
Sorry, sir.
Which tool you are using for you know about the automation?
Yes, I know automation.
Are you using Terraform? Template Terraform?
No, Terraform not using.
Have you worked on Site? Yeah. You have worked on Site, right?
Yes, sir.
don't know about SQL servers.
SQL servers in like a Windows SQL servers having on that one MySQL server. So we have to configure the Windows part and server side. Like any kinds of the required other database is not exported. Any kinds of the like a table is not showing that one. We have to like take the show that with the client the remote sharing session. Like a which table they are looking for that some command is they are connecting to that SSIS SSMS. They said it's not getting connected, but I will have to show them the database will be connected with the Microsoft Azure. Through that command prompt we have to open and go to the query editor and show about that where what the query and what the result will becomes.
Deepak, as per resume, you started working on 18 and 22.
Yes, sir.
Till 22, you are working as a IT support guy.
No, sir. Actually, I joined that work for that profile, but after that I moved to in that parts.
Sorry?
Like I joined as a desktop support and remote support and IT help support on the project of the US based client, and after that I moved to that one, sir.
Domain support, desktop support, MFA. You know about the RBAC role, how to configure RBAC roles.
Yes, I know.
Right?
Yeah, I know, sir.
In your resume, multiple times you shared that Active Directory, RBAC role. Okay. Tell me, you have a contributor access, right?
Yes, sir.
Deepak Kumar has contributor access. You get new journey. You get a new journey alert.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
you get a mail from HR. Boss Rahul Munik has a new journey. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Please provide the storage access to him. Please provide the storage and keyboard access to him. His ID. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So how would you provide that?
Yeah, go to that for
What
login.
is the roles you provide there to get the access?
Can you repeat once again, sir? Questions.
What was the role you provide them to get the storage account access as well as keyboard account access?
Keyboard account access. So we will have to go to that. First of all, we will have to comparison that their manager roles, whatever the manager roles we have. Like sorry, here colleague roles we have to add the same users. Go to the portal.azure.com, go to Entra ID and select the users, and then go to that roles and parts, and then select that if they are being my colleague having a contributor access, then we have to provide the contributor access. Azure.
Deepak,
Yes, sir.
you have a contributor access. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, I have the contributor access. So
You have a
contributor access will be person will not provide the access.
Why? What is the difference between contributor and owner?
Honor having access on that full your resources or your subscriptions, whatever the subscription you obtain, you have to provide that your access on that part, and the contributor access will be also provide having a they can not a full access on that honor access having.
What does which access is contributor is not have access? Which roles access is not contributor access in the contributor?
Contributor also having so not having a full privilege access like administrator and the other
So
access.
as a contributor you can add any user to you can provide access to any user as a contributor access, right?
So not him, but
Huh?
yeah, right, sir.
Huh?
Yeah, contributor access can be provide that access to that any resources to the guys having a read and write access, read accessible.
You have a right to contributor have a right to provide access to anyone.
Yeah, contributor can be provide that one, sir.
Sorry, Deepak. Not possible. and you are working on Active Directory since long time. You know about how to provide the
Actually,
access
sir,
to your
actually we have the global administrator access in the organization. That's why I
Okay,
get a some
it
global.
doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. You have a global administrator or what? I'm just asking you a contributor access, and you need to provide the access to your whatever user who come in your organization. And you told me yes, as a contributor you can provide access, right? So, you can Deepak, I'm done, right? Thank you so much
Thank you, sir. Thank
for
you.
your time. I'm stopping the recording right now.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Any question? If you have any question, please feel free to ask me.
No, sir. Thanks for giving your precious times, sir. Please guide me. I will focus on the. Actually, there is some gap between yeah, around 1 to 2 months, so not able to build a confidence for that one. So
You don't have you are in the under process or you have resigned?
no, the project was in sir. For contract, I was work as a contract basis, so contract was over on that. So 3 months
you don't
back.
have a job right now.
No, sir.
You don't have a job.
Yeah, right, sir.
So how many interviews provided given in last 2 months?
So actually, there is one of the my colleague has been got some accident, and so they are what hospitalized, and so due to that one, I had given in the second was the it's my second interview, and I was given that interview, but not get a clear. So worry about that one, sir.
But Deepak, you have a very basic. You don't have basic understanding of the resources also.
Yeah, right, sir.
Because we are looking guy who is L2 engineer, L1 engineer. I'm not looking for a guy who is an L1 engineer. As a profile, I'm go through the profile of the profile looking like a L1 engineer or like a.
No,
We are looking at who know the experience on the Terraform, Active Directory, web servers, roles and responsibility.
okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
है ना? So the guy who looking actually you very good enough. You know about multiple things, but my expectation might be high. That's why I'm telling you. But don't fall back down right now. There is multiple things in my head. Okay,
Sir.
no worries. We'll share our feedback to my team member. She can approach you.
Okay.
So, okay, I'll provide my feedback about you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Huh?
Yeah, bye, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks. Bye.